Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, there was something trying to get through here, but we managed to sort of divert that away. And our battles over here in the north have been relatively active. I mean, we haven't taken a lot of casualties ourselves. We could actually give a bit of a artillery strike over here still for the enemy. And then we'll have a look at the decisions. So we left off on the middle of the round last time, doing a bit of combat and all that. We also started constructing our factory now, and that explains why we lost such a massive amount of metal. Still got another 1,000 metal that we need to put in there, so it's going to be rather expensive at this stage, but hopefully with the extra production and all that we can afford building a lot of the... Actually, how much do we need? Industrial points, we only need 160 at this stage, so we got more than that. I could perhaps go ahead and build a bit of a road. Now the question is, of course, do we build the road through here? Or like through here to the city there, and then go up and or along the coast either side. I mean, that is at least a possibility. I mean, regardless, well, actually, that is agricultural still. So that would be a bit cheaper to build the road down this way instead. And we could maybe have a crossroad over here somewhere so that it would loop down this way. And that could have a supply depot in there then. That would still allow the supply to reach a little bit further. So yeah, we'll build a tiny bit of road in here. We can probably go all the way there, I guess. That'll be fine. Over here we are a little bit low on the supply still. Let's go ahead and get the troops in here. At least have some sort of cover there. And the motorcycles, well, they're not really good in the forest, let's be honest. Let's have a look at the decisions now. Right, we can customize some of the formations. Oh, we could save up the points for now, especially since these are mostly just the independent stuff, which we don't use too much other than the recon units. I think we are just going to postpone on that one right now. And then once we get a bit more of the points, we could maybe add in a bit of recon for some of the... like recon of motorcycles on some of the motorized stuff, for example. Maritime Trade has offered to buy some industrial points. 86 or 85 points, that's going to give us a lot of money though, so I do like the idea of that. And, oh, there's an auction going. I'm going to bid, let's say 95 credits. Minimum is 89. It's very likely that we will not win that, but that's fine. How is the... Right, I might increase the commerce a little bit. It is kind of being limited by the high enforcement, to be fair. If we could get a little bit better in there, it might not hurt. But there we go, that is done. So we've got 2 units over here in the capital. We've got these in here, right. That one could move, but at the same time I don't think there's too much that we need to move for. We've already done the artillery strikes in the north, so I guess that's good enough. How is the experience on this one? Oh, so we had these as green units, and now there's one of them already regular. And I think we can, yeah, we can put in a Syndic Priest there for extra defensive power. So that's good. Already got Syndic Priest on these 2 as well. So they are going to be fairly good. I mean, this one is something that might be a bit more vulnerable for combat at this stage, but that's alright. Let's... Right, so we're still losing a lot of credits. We did gain a decent bit right now. I don't suppose, do we have any more of the taxation stuff? Not really. Not really. We could send some spies at least. Although I don't think there's any new areas that we've yet to discover properly. I guess we could send a spy to the north at least. Ooh. Critical success will send double the spies, so there's now 3 spies in there. Oh, and right, recon in force. Well, there is... You can only put those on the headquarters units. So we only got that machine gun. I think that's going to be mostly just defending. And both of these are more on the attack, so we're not going to use those ones yet. There's a volunteer drive for more recruits. We don't really need that one though. Prospecting push and archaeology efforts could be useful. Worker privileges. Alright, so we can give the workers a bit more rights, but at the same time the population in general would then lose a bit of happiness. So we don't really want to do that right now unless we are having a really bad worker happiness in general. But I guess there's not too much on the cards there yet. So let's just get to the next round. See how much combats we have this time around. Oh wow, there's a lot in there. I mean, hopefully we can just push these animals away further and further, so that we can discover some more resources in here maybe. That's at least kind of the ideal situation, but whether they start attacking... Oh, there was some battle. We killed 1,000 infantry, we lost 200 infantry. Okay, let's have a look at the battle. Oh, and we found metal deposits. Okay, well, that's pretty decent. Okay, we failed. Oh, someone bit 305 credits. Okay, well, at least we didn't lose the money. Right, so where's the metal? Over there, okay. Right, well, let's have a look at the history. So, first battle over here, we lost 200. The attackers were victorious, but we destroyed 1,000 of their 6,000 slow sea worms. Then another battle... Oh, wait, no, there wasn't any other battles. Okay. Oh, they're moving away from there. I do wonder if we were to put any troops in there, maybe send these closer. So we know that there's, well, at least the mechanized unit over here is pretty poor, and that one's just rifle militia, so that's not particularly good either. We managed to take a little bit more troops, or a little bit more areas in here. We'll do a bit of pokes through here. Okay, that one was a bit further than I intended, but oh well. So I believe there's an enemy over here, or here, somewhere in there anyway. We got pushed back. I mean, luckily the troops that took the damage was the militia. So the motors or the bikers didn't take too much damage. I think they may have gotten a bit of... They got a lot of experience actually suddenly. So yeah, they did pretty good in the combat, I guess. Let's have a look at the decisions. Natural born killer in the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Battalion. We could make him a commando, or we could make him a warrior knight. Don't remember what exactly. Do we want to... Maybe we do want to actually increase the enforcement a little bit higher, so we'll go for a commando. There we go. These could move in, but I suppose that's 6,000 units in there, that's a bit too much. And this one can't go into the forest there, unfortunately. Not with our road, so that's a bit of a problem. I guess we'll just keep it in here for now. We've got a pretty good experience there. Right, how are we doing in terms of industrial points? We've got 170, we're pretty low on metals though. But I suppose that's actually one of the things. If we were to build a bit of road going up to there, which is pretty far away to be fair, well, let's go ahead and start working at least a little bit on the road going through there. So that's 120 points right there. So if we could build up the metal mine over here, because the metal mine doesn't actually require any metals. It requires a lot of industrial points and machines, and it will also require some energy to run, of course, but we could get that one operational. It is 33,000 metal as well, so that's a pretty good amount in there. Now we've got our oil drill already giving us 380. Oh wow, let's actually have a look at the trading area here. So how much is the fuel price? It is fairly small. We could probably just sell all of it though. We'll get a bit of credits. Or as much as we can rather. And maybe even the... Well no, that's just 1 credit each. That's not really worth it. We're out of metal though, so we can't do a lot of the other things. We could maybe give this a bit of artillery barrage though with both of the units. That's 40 artillery pieces shooting in there. There we go. There's... Oh, we got a kill. We run out of AP on the infantry there, but we got a kill and a lot of hits with that one. My goodness. Alright then, so, you know, we at least managed to push some of them potentially to trees. So is there... No, these are still just, yeah, as a regular militia. Eventually they can get a bit more experience with the militia as well, but we haven't gotten there yet. How much are we losing money? Actually, we gained credits at the start. Okay. Now, it may have been because our bid failed. The machine gun stuff is at 80% now, so that's good. High velocity guns is at 69%, so we need to get that a little bit higher before we can... Well, I mean, we could do a design on the tanks. I suppose one of the things that we could do is just not do any design there for a little while, and just put in the... Or at least for a brief moment, and put all of the points into the discovery until we discover something else. Especially if we could discover artillery, that would be really nice. We are a little bit low on, well, not too low on ammunition yet, but we do need to get some more as soon as the factory is done, or we get a bit of extra metal. But so far so good. We've got fairly strong troops in the south. And there's a lot of animals in there. I don't think there's a lot of actual humans that we need to fight. Or marauders or what have you. But our small regime over here is slowly growing. Oh, there we go. We destroyed another truck from the enemy, or another set of trucks. The courage score is 0 points. Was it lower than the 7 points we promised? Okay. There we go. We got the machine gun upgrade at least. Emergency tax increase income tax. So we could try that one again. Let's have a look at the money. So we did, yeah, we did lose quite a bit there. Staff council priority. That's probably still fine. So we're going to do no changes there. Right, the light tank. I'm just going to go no orders right now. Getting a light tank would be nice, but I would rather wait for the high-velocity guns in there as well. Just sending request a donation. Well, we do not have the money, so we're going to have to go with negative. It's going to make some of them upset. It's going to reduce democracy and government a tiny bit, but it's fine. We'll survive. Rogue Doctor and Spike. We could close his lab by force. That would be a relatively difficult role. But I suppose we could also do nothing for now. Giving us beneficial advice now and then. However, seems his experiments are of a very twisted nature. His field research is mutation to disease. Some people think he poses a risk. We'll do nothing for now. Oh, and they wanted to buy some more IP. Oh, well, there's the money that we wanted to get. Alright, well, that's going to be 189 credits, actually. That's not bad. Also, more commerce, which is always nice. Right, how bad is the... It's 500 militia in there. We could probably do an attack of all of these three. We got a lot of guns, so we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage on them with the guns. Oh, we lost an infantry. Another infantry. Okay, we killed one of them. With artillery, in fact. And then the rest are moving away. So this could move into Ruby. That one's quite low in strength. We could maybe go in here to sort of make sure that they don't take that one. Maybe just push them into the jungles there. And give us a bit more room to work with here. We do not have enough industrial points right now to extend the roads, really. I mean, well, that's Savannah, so maybe we could do that one. But we don't have anyone in there right now. So there's a chance that someone will just get in here and just move through the roads. To some degree anyway, so let's just go ahead and not do that then, I guess. We know that there's someone in here. We'll just get in here so we can kind of protect the future road in there. And I guess this could actually pull back a little bit to reduce the logistical strain that we are currently enduring. I guess what we could do is we could move these two forward again. Oh, right, there is more troops in here. So these are the slow sea worms. Oh yeah, they are quite small, in fact. And I believe the damage should be higher than that. I mean, let's, for example, have a look at the bikers over here. So, oh yeah, the unmodified damages are actually higher than the defense values. So we are going to be able to probably defeat quite a few of these if they attack again. We might still take some casualties, but I think we can manage that one. We are still, well, we've got a decent bit of money right now. We could potentially, oh, the fuel is very, very cheap right now. Never mind. How much can we have? We're going to have up to 3,800 fuel right now. Okay, well, that's going to be filling up fairly soon then. So I guess one of the things that we could do is do a regular attack with the recon in tow as well. There we go. That was easy. Ah, right, because the infantry had already pulled back. But yeah, if we can start pushing with these two, push north. Oh, right, there's a science vessel over here. So what does that do? It gives us more research bonus points, and there's an extra 100. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's not massive amounts either, but, you know, it will help. I could maybe move these around a little bit. Actually, that one's free. There must be something in here still, though. I guess we're going to retreat back there, so at least we'll have a bit stronger unit on the corner there. These should be still fairly good units, all things considered. And it's got some experience in there. It's not necessarily too much, but it's going to be alright. And we can now start upgrading some of the machine guns as well, I guess. But for that, we may need to pull them all the way back to a road, at least to make it slightly easier. But of course, for that, we need also metal, which we don't have yet. Well, I mean, we're using all of it for the factory, rather. We still need another 676 metal. And how much are we producing? We're producing 122, so in about 5 or 7 rounds, we shall have that. We're consuming a lot of it, admittedly. We also got quite a bit of recruits right now. I mean, well, okay. 6,000 isn't all that massive, but it's a decent start. We have at least built some units. We could probably build more if we had the stuff. But I'm not going to buy the metal because we are... I mean, rather because it's going to be bloody expensive is a problem. How much is metals? It is 4.8 credits we buy. That's just way too much. We can't afford that one. Let's have a look. So we could send a spy. Oh, right. Let's try to just increase the income tax again. Probably not going to work. Nope. We did not manage to solve the paperwork, I guess. Okay, nothing there. We could put in some more syndic priests or the militia or militant propagandists. Roman Tharkville, he knows how to breach hate against the enemy. And then there's the maritime trade house stuff. I mean, technically one of the things that we could do is do a recon contract with one of the maritime trade houses. We'll have to select one of the ones that we are nearby or have communications with. But we could probably go for this one. Oh, wait, is there... Oh, there's a new area there. Okay, so we have found some more. Oh, there is a minor stuff there. Non-aligned forces. Non-aligned forces. So these are neutral. There's someone there. Okay, but we are going to do still the recon contract over there anyway. We need to do that or do the actual work for it next round. But let's go ahead and try to send some spies in here. There we go, double. That's good. Let's get to the next round then. So we know at least one of the... I believe that was an alien faction as well, wasn't it? I think all the miners were. I do wonder if they try to attack the troops over here again. Oh, there's something coming in again from there. No battles though. News like I'll wander through the land. We are entering a crisis of egoism. The effect is that your relation with most of your leaders will drop. The current strength of this effect is light. You lost relation score with 2 leaders. In 6 rounds, the effect of crisis of egoism will come into full force. You made it into a new epo. We got a new fate point. Oh. Found an ancient and still functional weapon near Ruby in the zone spike. This allows us to let our reserve recruits form 10 Grand Republic Gladiators. I believe that is a tank, right? Oh, no, it's not a tank, it's a walker. Alright then. Let's go ahead and have a look how well it handles in the combat then. Well, he got a kill already. 2 kills. 3 kills. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly effective, I dare say. We could probably use it over this way to start clearing out that one. And we'll send this one towards Ruby. While this one can then start clearing out a bit more of the... Although, oh, with the motorized stuff, it might not be able to enter the forest efficiently. At least not after the combat that it just had. I guess I can wait there for the time being. And we can see that there is someone in here again. I'll try to make sure that they can't get through. There's also someone in here somewhere. Don't know where exactly. So we can see that these are actually emptied right now, as far as we can tell anyway. Don't know if it's still in there, it might well be. Let's do a bit of a artillery strike there. We might get some hits there. At least it hits, but probably not a kill. I mean, we know that it wasn't a kill, but the question is, of course, nope, we did not get any kills there. Alright, then let's have a look at the decisions. Militia needs extra funds. We got 383. I guess we could do that.
Yes, sir.
And we need to set the national budget. There hasn't been any new councils added, so we can just go with no changes for now. New demand. Motion that our civilization level reaches 1.19. From level 1 to 1.19. Okay. It's up to around 32. Oh, I guess we can accept that one. Oh, right, new organization. Secret Service could be quite handy. Foreign Affairs, not really all that much needed yet. Air Force Research Council is also not really all that needed. So I guess we'll go for the Secret Service.
Yes, sir.
We don't actually have to open anyone, to be fair. Right, so recon contract. I'm going to go for 2 rounds. That's going to cost us quite a bit, admittedly. Let's have a look at the trade. What can we sell? Okay, we could sell some of the rare materials. Or rare metals, rather. We've got quite a bit of it. I'm going to sell 100 of this. It's not going to be all that much. Yeah, we'll sell 100 metals, actually. So it's not a massive amount of money, but it is at least going to be enough to offset some of the costs there. How is the private sector doing over here? Going to build a farming dome community. Is it upgrading the existing one, or is it building a new one? It's building a new one somewhere. Or will be, potentially. It doesn't have the money yet for it, of course, but that is what it's planning, at least. So, with the walker over here, or the gladiators over here, we can probably push the enemy back quite a bit. Seems like a smart idea. Especially if we can sort of just push them back through there. So we do have a little bit more points to use. I'm thinking that maybe, it might be a bit too expensive to be fair. If we get a road through here, that's 120. Okay, we can still do it. So that's going to be at least a bit closer to the metals. I did see that the metals were a bit threatened there for a moment, so I'll just go through there. And then that one's got to hold, or we'll try to hold them back over here. They might go for the oil there. I'm hoping that they won't do that. We've already done that one. We still can't really get any more. Well, yeah, it's mostly just the metal. If we could get the road up to there, we could start building the metal mine, and that might actually be built faster than the industry is, because the industry is, I mean, it's a bit costly. It's even just the regular industry level 1 is 1500 metal, and if you don't have proper mines for that, it will take some time. And it might cause a lot of issues in the way, so, you know, it might be a bad idea that we started doing that as early as we did. Do still have a decent bit of money, so that's at least a good thing there. Civilization level. Right. Square root of average regular zone civilization levels and diminish with 1. Okay, so if we look at this civilization. Ah, right. So we just need to get the stuff over here. I mean, suppose the security score did go down recently. That's a bit of a problem. We got a bit of danger, which is going down now, at least. So there's a lot of assets that we... I don't suppose we've gotten any of the zone assets that would give us some free buildings there. Not really, no. It's another spy somewhere. Oh, there we go. There's more miners in here, so there's a massive chunk of miners. And there's a major over there as well, in the middle. Major nation there. Oh, and there's another one over here. Okay, that's pretty far away still. But we can see that they are neighbors in the not that distant... well, far of a distance, let's just say. Let's go ahead and send in a spy over here for the non-online stuff, though. Oh, it's... Oh, the secretary is not particularly loyal. So let's actually have a look at the leader stuff. We could get a bonus for 100 credits, but we don't really have the money for that. Okay, we'll just wait until next round. Hopefully we can get some of the things that will help fixing the relations with some of the leaders that we already have. Oh, they pushed through. Or past the enemies, and okay, we held them back there, so we didn't lose any troops. And there we go, we researched, or completed research on high velocity guns, and now we discover automatic rifles, so we can start working on that one, or could start working on that one already. I think we might actually hold on that one for a little bit. Oh, Grand Convention, a rare thing. A Grand Convention assembles all your leaders together for rallies and workshops. Now that might exactly be the thing that we were hoping to find. We'll need to increase our civilization level. Let's have a look at the decisions. So, meritocracy to 64. It's not impossible. It's 47. Okay, we've got 26 rounds for that. I think we can do it. Secret Service requires a leader, and Secret Service, I suppose, go a little bit more on the spying operations and active field operations.
Yes, sir.
The military researcher, I think we're going to actually put no research at all right now.
Copy that.
And then we need to assign the leader there. So first of all, let's go ahead and recruit another junior.
Roger that.
Just to save us a little bit of points. And then on the leaders, is it leaders or is that's in nation? Grand Convention. So that should increase relations with... Oh yeah, relation of all leaders improve with 3%. And XP of all leaders increased by 13 points. So that's actually not too shabby. Unfortunately, we are still not all that good relation, or don't have that good relations with our secretary, for example. Let's see. So yeah, secretary is in a bit of a bad state. I suppose we could try... Okay, improved by 11 points. We did still spend 100 credits on that one, to be fair. And how are we doing in terms of resources? We've got plenty of fuel, which I'm guessing the fuel price is not particularly good. We know that there's an enemy somewhere. Well, it's probably there. There we go. We're going to at least get the situation under control for the most part. Let's send in someone else in there. And maybe this one could get into Migrit. Oh, they're building the farm over here. Okay. I wasn't expecting to be there, but sure. I suppose if we've got a farm already in here. That is next to a river, so I'm guessing that might increase the production there. To some degree, at least. We do have a decent bit of roads, or industrial points, so we could maybe try getting the road closer to the mine now. Ah, right, because we just reconquered that, so no, that's not going to be an option there. What about over here? We could maybe get the road going through there. I mean, not necessarily all the way through. So what we could do is we could have the crossroad be right here. But at the same time, that's going to divert the points away from getting the mine up, so we'll avoid that for the time being. How much do we have? We don't have a lot of private jobs here. I think that is one of the big problems. Once we get a bit more of the private jobs, then that's going to give us a bit more tax income, and well, I suppose now that we're building the farm, that's going to increase the private food production as well, which is going to be quite handy. So at least there's no starvation, or less starvation at least. We can put the defense on the machine gun infantry now. It's going to cost us 2 political points, but that's fine. So it increases defense by 40%, it reduces attack by 30%. But again, machine gun infantry is mostly like a cheap defense unit. It's not the cheapest. This independent machine gun is probably the cheapest, at least in terms of the effectiveness of it. How much more do we need for the industry? It's still 0.9 left, so it still needs over 400 metal. Yeah, okay, well, hopefully next round we can build the road up to there, and maybe already start working on the metal mine. That would be brilliant. Oh, we got another big unit there. Oh, there we go, we found it. So what's this? Oh, this is one of these animals there. Alright then. Well, we will be probably protecting our front line here fairly well. That is still a massive amount of sea worms there, but I don't think they'll be causing too much issues. Although, since we've got a bit of supply issues here, I'm going to pull these back. I might even pull this one back a little bit. For the time being. It's just, you know, make sure that we don't strain our logistics too much right now. But I think with that, we can start heading to the next round. Just going to quickly check the overview over here. So we're getting the heavy machine gun infantry army underway. We've got some discovery points in there queued up. And model design, we've got quite a bit of discovery points already. What about the economy? How's the... Right, there's 237 discovery points already. We should be getting another tech there. Oh, I should have attack in the north. Okay, well... there we go, we discovered an island. With our maritime recon. Doing a landing over there might actually be a pretty decent idea. I don't know if there's any good resource there, admittedly, but, you know, that would be close to the city. And it would be a nice sort of, well, again, since there is no naval units that you control. Yeah, I believe that is something that might be planned in the future, somewhere far, far away, as it were. Oh, we got a bit of a combat over here. But our recon units held their ground, so that's good. We discovered artillery. And we discovered a motorized machine gun infantry army. Resource rumors, support faction, trade. Increase one profile, yeah, I know. We need to increase it. Pitch cart. Found unusual companion. Take assistance with me on all my travels and works. And close to the most enigmatic of all historians I ever met. And the civilians are normally not allowed to have access to your secrets of state. But I hope you will make an exception for me. Well, I mean, keeping some of the, or at least one of the leaders happy might not be a bad idea. Gonna give us more commerce and fist. And then into it hard sentence. So I had judge duty in Spike, and there was this group of kids that stole some food stores and judged them to be summarily executed. The leader of Spike is angry. I was so hard, and there might well be some unrest. Right, let's actually quickly double check. What are the demands right now? What do we need to increase? We need to increase the meritocracy to 64. Also need to get the industry built. We've got 4 more rounds left to build that. I don't know if we'll complete it. At least trying hardly, or hard, not hardly. We could try to reverse the action, I suppose. How bad is the... We've got pretty good relations with the Supreme Commander right now, so we could just discipline the leader and reverse the decision, so no unrest is going to happen. But that is minus 33 points there. Right, let's start developing our artillery, I think. You know, we could do the light tank first. Because we got the high velocity gun already. So I suppose the higher the... might be, we could increase the firepower quite a bit in here. But I think we're going to go with the 40mm high velocity gun. That seems like a decent idea for a light tank. It doesn't add too much into the weight either. We'll put in 25mm steel plating, so it's a bit more armor, so it's a bit more hit points in there. It does make it a bit more expensive. And then I guess we could go for the medium diesel engine. Or we could go for the heavy diesel engine. I mean, that would be even more weight and more fuel, but I think we'll go with the medium one.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
I don't know how good exactly that's going to be. And we'll keep the target of heavy machine gun infantry army, because it's decent unit overall. Right, so now we've got all of that, I do actually realize that... Alright, they were attacking here. Well, we're going to do... Unfortunately, we are kind of out of time for this episode, so what we'll have to do is do a attack over there on the next episode. But if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.